What's good? This is Marcus the Fingaz back at it again with another video. In this video, I'm going to share automation in Beatmaker 3. How do you use automation and how to go about saving it and everything like that. So here I am in Beatmaker 3. I already have a session loaded up. Just wanted to get a session ready for this automation video. I'm actually using a sample from llmind. If you don't know llmind, Blap Kit, he has a lot of dope drum sounds, a lot of content out there, a lot of sample libraries. I'm using Shaolin Story Samples Volume 2, and I'm using this meditative state sample. Here's a quick idea of what it sounds like originally. So I won't play the whole thing, but what I did was I took it into Beatmaker 3, chopped it up, pitched it down 3 semitones, and these are the chops I have. So those are the chops, and then this is sort of what that sounds like. I also took some drums here. Actually, the drums are muted. I'll get to the drums in a little bit, but this is what the chops sound like. So that's the chops I have, and I took one of the llmind drums. I believe it was one of his loops. So I want to give you an idea of what that sounds like, and then we'll get to the this one. So I took this loop here. This is what it sounded like originally. We'll turn this off. Actually, I did some. Take that off. This is what it sounds like. It's actually one of his drum breaks, and what I did was I just stretched the time. Just for this example, and this is everything together. So we're going to use that, and we'll just do some quick automation examples. So for automation, what I like to do is I've been using a lot lately. I've been using Koala Sampler or Koala FX. So up here, I have it inserted on the sample. So what we'll do is we'll mute the drums, and we will record automation for the sampler. For the automation, you want to make sure up here at the top, the letter A, that means automation. You want to make sure recording automations is on, not off. And then if you want to re-enable on loop and you want to quantize the automation, you can leave those on, but definitely make sure automation is on, or the automation will not record. I can't tell you how many times where I have thought I recorded automation and it wasn't recording because automation wasn't on. So here we go. And then once automation is on, you want to record as if you were recording a track. By hitting the record button there, and then you'll hear the count off if you have that enabled, and then you can get to recording automation. So what we'll do is I'm going to record some Koala FX automation. Here we go. So usually when I'm done recording automation, I hit stop twice to go back to the beginning. Sometimes the automation has to catch up. In the Beatmaker 3 update, that might be fixed, but usually if I stopped it and tried to replay it immediately from the spot where I stopped at, the automation wouldn't catch up. I would have to go all the way back to the beginning for the automation to catch up. But we'll play through a little bit to see if that automation captured. So there you go. At the very beginning, I did a filter automation, and you see that there. Also, if you go to the sort of the track view here, you can go to track automations at the bottom right, and you can see all the automation sort of data there. You can, if you want, you can go in and edit those automations. There's the cutoff stuff. There is the comb filter I did, pitch shifting, reverb, tempo. So you can either delete those altogether, or you can edit those sort of automation points in there. What I'll do with the drums is I'll do something similar. I already have some of my favorite plugins, drum plugins in here. I have Transient, punched on drums, the FAC Transient, FAC Maxima. I have that limiter fast reset, MSX Audio, Low Fly Dirt. I have on there. We'll crank that up and we'll turn that down a little bit. And then I have this SV filter. So what I think I'm going to do is let's see, I'm trying to debate actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Koala FX on the drums. I've been doing this a lot lately also. So I'm going to go down to Elf Audio, who makes Koala FX, and I'm going to load that up. And on the drums, I'm going to do, let's unmute. So I'm just going to mess around with the drums. So I actually don't like that, so I hit undo. Here we go. Yeah, so that's the basic gist of it. You can also do effects, obviously automation of the built-in effects. Let's see, for an example, I'll do automation of this EQ I have here that's built in. I'll automate the cutoff parameter here. So here we go. So let's see. Go back to the beginning. So you start seeing those automation moves and things. But yeah, that's a quick way of doing some automation here in Beatmaker 3. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. I think that's the gist of it. You can automate a lot of parameters in the plugins and things. Sometimes I do record automation in a plugin and it doesn't record necessarily. So depending on what you're using and how it's set up, it might not work. But that's just a quick overview of how I do automation. There could be other ways. I believe you can also manually input automation. If you go back to the lane here, go to track automations at the bottom, and you can do this plus sign next to automation, and you can add any of these parameters that you can add to automation and input like data and everything. I like doing the sort of the hands-on, twisting the knobs, digital knobs or whatever, and doing it live. But there's multiple ways to do it, and that's the power of Beatmaker 3. Thank you all for watching this video. Be safe and be well, everyone. All right, peace.